It has now been 20 years since I first started journaling. I believe that things happen for a reason, and I know with certainty I was meant to discover the natural healing power of journaling and share it with the world. However, I could not have anticipated the path I would travel to meet up with my destiny, but it certainly worked out the way it was supposed to. In what seems like a lifetime ago, I was a highly successful business consultant. I routinely crisscrossed the country to provide solutions to a who's who of Fortune 1000 companies. I was constantly on the go, very energized, and I didn't give a whole lot of thought to what was going on inside me. I was busy, I had a lot to do, and my body and brain were simply the tools I needed to get things done. However, at the height of my career, I was forced to shut it all down due to the ravaging effects of multiple sclerosis. In my first book, Journaling Power, I detailed the amazing story of how journaling reversed my debilitating MS symptoms and allowed me to ditch the lousy prescription drug routine my doctors had put me on forever. In 1991, I was diagnosed with MS, which is a degenerative disease that affects nerve cells in the brain and the spinal cord. It affects everyone differently. At the time of my diagnosis, I could not predict the journey that lay before me. All I knew was that there was no known cause or cure. By 1998, I didn't have the strength to cook a meal without dropping stuff all over the kitchen floor, and I had little function in the right side of my body. Bottom line, I had been floored by an ongoing health crisis. I was forced to sell my consulting business, and I couldn't even write my name properly because I'd lost the use of my right hand. In the past, I would routinely walk for miles for fun and fitness. Growing up, I was an exceptional sprinter and basketball player, so I was used to being on the go and being active. However, now I could no longer walk down the street in a straight line, which made me look like a town drunk. I was devastated because I had always been the one who solved everyone else's problems. Now I had to solve my problem, and it was a big one. In a desperate bid to recover my health, I was walking in lockstep with conventional thinking. This means, you guessed it, I was taking a cocktail of prescription drugs every day as I dutifully went from one specialist to another. But the pills didn't make me better, they made me worse. It took a mammoth effort every day just to coordinate my legs and walk from the bedroom to the bathroom. Did I feel diminished by my chronic illness? Yeah, in a big way, and I wasn't happy about it. I knew I needed a radical transformation. As I've said, I believe things happen for a reason, and I believe the universe sends you messages. And when it does, you'd better listen. My message came to me through a friend who introduced me to writing therapy, also known as therapeutic journaling or expressive writing. At first, I saw journaling as a means to an end, and that end was learning to write with my left hand, because my right hand was barely working. However, as I began to write, a lot, I noticed that it eased my MS symptoms, especially when I wrote about them from the heart, with depth and honest emotion. As I continued my writing practice, my MS symptoms improved. This made me want to write more. Aha, I thought, I was onto something. This got my motor running and my determination grew by the week, and then the day, and then the hour. I decided I wouldn't be stopped. Through journaling, I began to uncover, discover, and recover my true self. I even tapped into talents I never knew I had. My personal transformation is nothing short of radical. Due to the power of journaling, the right side of my body is now 75% functional. I take 0 prescription drugs, and I haven't for 13 years. I stopped all over-the-counter medications 8 years ago. I dumped my health insurance and haven't needed it for over 13 years. I've been 100% healthy for 6 years, with no sign of any illness.